So, like, what is the plan here, dude? Like, come on. I think that, like, Cody, I think that the only problem is, I just think that Cody is not getting used right. That's my only problem. I just think that Cody, after he lost to John, I think he should have went on to try to face John again. But, I mean, we all know how things worked out there. But last night seeing him help out Jay was, like, kind of weird because I'm wanting to see some heelish stuff from Cody. And right now we're putting him against heels, and it looks like we have no heel turn in sight. But eventually I do think if we get him too close to Jay, we're going to eventually see a heel turn. But right now the fans ain't even the fans, I mean, obviously, I think that the fans are outrageous in person to Jey Uso, but I think that if you are there in real life, I mean, they're the best. Everybody loves Jey Uso, but if you go on social media and you see how the fans are kind of reacting, like how they used to be super interactive and love Jay the most that they could, but now it's like they're kind of dying off, and I'm starting to think that eventually they're going to start booing him if they don't do something with him. And I know it's random that us fans are saying that because he just came off of a 51-day world title reign, but I mean, a guy like Jey Uso that is pretty much running your company on Monday Night Raw needs to be able to step up and do things besides sit and wait for Gunther and Goldberg to finish. So last night we also know that we saw Gunther and Goldberg, but we also know in the main event we saw Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed, and he was in this whole big Fatal 4-0 match, which he did end up winning with the help of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Penta, which I thought was very random. But one of the most things I want to talk about in this video is what are they doing with Cody Rhodes. Now, I think that Cody, yes, he is a spectacular superstar, but I don't think this is what he deserves. I would love to see him go on to do some better things with the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight. Whoa, I just put two championships together. The Undisputed WWE Championship, I would love to see him go back after John, but I don't think that is an option right now, just given the fact that, yes, he is in the semifinals against Jey Uso, but I think that he will go on to the finals and face Randy Orton. And it's just so crazy how the King and Queen of the Ring semifinals lined up because we are seeing two friends go against each other in Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. We know they have the history of being each other's tag partner and winning the world titles at Fastlane, but we also know somebody like Randy Orton and Sami Zayn, which is not necessarily friends, but we know that Randy Orton returned after a couple of months to save Sami Zayn from Kevin Owens. We know that rivalry ended up playing out. We know that Kevin had to get neck surgery right before their match at WrestleMania 41. So now this leaves kind of a gap in that storyline with Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens, which we thought at one point we were going to get a triple threat. But that doesn't look anything in the near view. So I think that Randy Orton is going to win this whole tournament. I don't know why I think that, but I have a gut feeling that Randy Orton is winning this whole tournament and then is going on to face John Cena once again. I feel like that it is just too good to be true. I think that either Randy Orton or John Cena needs to be the one to take that title off of John to end his retirement tour off. It's either, I don't see Cody as an option just because I would rather see a historic rivalry, a rivalry that's been building up over the years of John Cena having this big old long career and seeing who we can put him up against as his last and final match, which, yes, we know that he will obviously sign a Legends deal after he gets done with his retirement tour, but I think that John Cena will end up needing to have an opponent like a John Cena. John Cena will need to have an opponent like a CM Punk or a Randy Orton to finalize his career, and I just think that having Cody Rhodes go against John as his final match, if this does end up happening, I will have mixed opinions about it, but I will be very happy knowing that Cody will take it off of him in that match, and that is another reason why I think that John will not end his tour with the WWE Undisputed Championship. And now that we're coming down to, I think, like 15 dates, I think it is now, I think that at some point we're going to have to turn him back face. I think after this CM Punk feud, he's finally going to realize to come back to the greater good. But, it is just crazy to see John Cena heel. I know we've already been seeing it since Elimination Chamber earlier this month in February, I think it was, but it's still just so crazy to see a guy like John Cena after a 20-year face run be heel now and be hated by everybody except for some people. Some of y'all are happy he's here, but I think that Cody Rhodes definitely needs a little change up. I was excited to see him come and help Jay, but it does not help that they have a match. It's breaking that whole rivalry, even though they're going to say that it's a friendly match, it still doesn't make any sense. Jay needs this win against Cody to get back to the position he was in. And if Jay loses this and they shift to the position of him going to form back with the Usos, I will be very disappointed due to the fact that why is he going in this tournament losing all of this perspective, all of the perspective of him going and facing Gunther again? Why are we losing that just for him to go lose the tournament to Cody Rhodes and then go and lose it in the semifinals and go to and join Jimmy again? I just don't think it should happen. I don't think the Usos should be formed again anyway, even though knowing that Private Party's deal in AEW's expiring and that we might be seeing them in WWE, I still don't think that dream match is worth splitting up Jey Uso and splitting him up from the one thing he's been doing over these past 4 years and building himself up, whether that is the right-hand man by Roman Reigns' side or whether that is in with the Yeet and the World Heavyweight Championship, that type of stuff. He's just a phenomenal superstar on his own, and the days of the Usos is behind us. We've already accepted this, and I just think backtracking would be the worst thing we could possibly do, especially at a guy like Jey Uso's career, because, I mean, what else is there for Jey to do? He's won a World Heavyweight Championship. He's won the main title in WWE. He's won a Royal Rumble. He hasn't won an Elimination Chamber by himself, but it's still something to think about. Well, actually, I think that is a lie. I think that he won the Elimination Chamber and went on to face Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. Well, no, somewhere around there. I don't know. But, forgot about that part. But I'm really excited to see what is next for Cody Rhodes. But I just think that him coming out and helping Jay and coming to the aid of Jay last night was not the thing we needed to continue this rivalry. That will conclude today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know I've been slacking on YouTube, but the only reason that I've been slacking is because I've been trying to really focus on Instagram, and that is the only thing that has been taking my attention off of you guys on YouTube. So keep expecting videos over here on YouTube. I'm kind of dying out on YouTube, I cannot lie, but y'all have been showing a lot of support, so we're going to keep this YouTube trend going, as well as Instagram, so go check it out, CZV_Wrestling on Instagram, and just CZV Wrestling where you're watching this now here on YouTube. As well as we got CZV_Wrestling on Threads if you want to go follow me there. I post everything I post on Instagram over there as well, but it is just an extra side thing that I sometimes enjoy to use. So if you want to go check me out on my socials, there they are, and I will see y'all hopefully in the next video. Either that is tomorrow in the NXT review, or something crazy happens tonight on NXT. We'll be recording that tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.